is. Hang tight. We're going to explain it to you and why you need it, how often you're going to do it, how you're going to take care of this bad boy. We're going to get you completely set up, and we're actually going to show it to you in action. All right, let me introduce my friend Erica Seppa is here today. So Erica has an interesting story. She started off as a cancer biologist. She's now a skincare specialist, and she owns 2 local clinics just around the area here where you work on corrective facials. And I just think that is so interesting that you're using microdermabrasion in your clinics as corrective treatment.
Yes, absolutely. And microdermabrasion has been around for over 30 years, so it's considered a gold standard of physical exfoliation in the treatment room. And I work on corrective facials for problems for clients all day long, 6 days a week, and I use it pretty much every day. So if you have acne scars that you just can't get rid of, or if you have rough texture, or if you have fine lines and wrinkles, sunspots, age spots, you name it, all of that damage, all of that concern that you have lives in the epidermis, and that's what microdermabrasion treats, is in the epidermis.
Perfect. Alrighty, so we want to see this in action. I think microdermabrasion could be a new concept to many of us, and we have a lot of questions. So let's dive right in, and we'll answer some of the questions as we're seeing this device in action.
Cool.
Alrighty.
So Christina, do you want to demonstrate?
Hi, Christina. Welcome back.
Oh, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, because you get to do a facial treatment, a spa treatment here on air. All right, so I noticed the first thing is that she's holding her skin taut.
Yes.
All right.
So you're going to want to do this maximum 3 times a week with a day of rest in between. And how Christina's doing that is exactly right. She's going from the center of her face to the outside of her face. And she's holding the unit with her dominant hand. Okay? So if you can hold a pencil, you can do this. It does not hurt. The unit is doing the work for you. So you don't have to push, you just let it glide. What happens is there's 2 things that happen with microdermabrasion. That diamond head tip, that's the same exact one that we use in professional treatment rooms, dislodges the dead skin cells off of the surface of the skin, and that vacuum suction is what lifts it away and puts it into the unit itself. So you never see the dead skin cells on the surface because it's microscopic. There is the close-up of the diamond head tip.
Okay.
Right? So you get 2 with this unit. You get a finer one and you get a coarser one. The vacuum suction is simultaneously working to make an even exfoliation on the skin surface. And what that's going to do is everything. So all of the damage that you don't like about your skin lives in the epidermis. This is treating that. This is removing it immediately. And it's going to initiate a cellular repair, which builds new skin cells underneath.
Now, when you say it comes with 2 different tips, when am I using which tip?
So I recommend that everybody start off with the finer tip.
Okay. Is that for more sensitive skin or first timers?
That's right. So it's for any skin. Don't be ashamed of using it on sensitive skin and working your way up. So you have somewhere to work up to. You know, you don't want to start off right out of the gate with coarse tip on level 4. You get 4 settings. I recommend starting off with level 1, okay? And then another benefit of this device is that it's cordless. You see, you're not tethered to a cord. Now, I have a unit in my business that is thousands of dollars that has a cord. I have to buy a cart to wheel it around. You can also use it from head to toe. Don't just think of the face here. This is for your body as well. When is the last time you exfoliated your neck? Okay, if you're using and you can use this with any skincare products you have, any serums, any creams, it doesn't matter. It's not going to contraindicate anything you're already using because this is a physical exfoliation.
Now, I hear a little bit of that suction that's happening right now. Is Christina on the highest level?
She is not. She's on the lowest level, but the neck is a little bit more sensitive, right?
Okay.
So definitely, like, different areas of the face and the neck and chest, you're only ever going to use it on levels 1 and 2 maximum. You're never going to go beyond that. And the only place you're never going to use it is right underneath the eye.
Okay, because it's just a little bit too thin.
It's a little bit too sensitive
and delicate. There. Okay, got it. So, okay, let's just review. Microdermabrasion is good for the following issues. Which ones?
old acne scars,
Old acne scars. Wow.
pigmentation, age spots, sunspots,
Oh my goodness.
fine lines and wrinkles,
Okay.
large pores, rough texture of the skin. It addresses all of that because all of that lives where? In the epidermis. That's where it all resides. So over time, you're going to get, when you use this 3 times a week, day in, week in, week out, you're going to get cumulative results. So you're going to get rid of the old damage and you're going to repair with new skin. That's skin biology. That's what happens with exfoliation. This is different than your facial scrubs at home. Everybody thinks of a facial scrub at home with the beads in it, and you put it on your face, and what are you doing? You're rubbing it on, you're putting more pressure in some areas of your face than others, and you're not getting an even exfoliation. You rinse it and you're hoping the water is taking it off, and it's not taking it off. This will take it off, but in a gentle way. The biggest thing that my clients say is, because they're asking me about this unit too, I have clients that come in and they get microdermabrasion once a month. They pay a lot of money for it and they want to say, can I use this at home? And you know what? I've had several of my clients buy this and they love it. And why would they buy it and they still come to me and get microdermabrasion? Even if you're getting professional treatments, even if you're using chemical exfoliants at home in the form of retinoids and glycolic acid, this is a great boost to that. This is a great super boost because you're getting rid of the dead surface cells immediately, and all of that can now absorb better.
Well, that is a really good point, and we talk about this all the time here at Beauty IQ, how your serums that you're spending so much money on and your moisturizers don't even have a fighting chance if they have to work all night just to get through the top layer, right?
That's right.
So here's the other thing I want to point out. 3 monthly payments of $26.33. You own clinics around the area. How much roughly, just give me a rough estimate, is one microdermabrasion treatment going into a clinic?
So what I charge is $125 per treatment, and that's just for the face. I want to stress that this is for your whole body. So you can use this on your arms, you can use this on your legs. Why would you want to do that? Because people have concerns on their arms and legs. Age spots, sunspots happen. This is a great demo right here because you can actually see it's a little of the white when she's going over it. So when you're doing it on your body, you only need to do it one-handed. She doesn't have to hold
up a level.
Yeah.
Right.
You can do a little bit higher on your body, as you can see. So you don't need to hold it taut like you did the face, see? And you only need to go over one layer at a time.
Okay.
You don't have to constantly go over. So this takes literally 5 to 10 minutes. It's going to take you a little bit longer in the beginning because you're trying to get the hang of it.
Well, and it feels to me like you're actually getting a double exfoliation. Is that right? Because you've got the diamond tip and then you also have the suction?
Yeah, I mean, you could totally think of it that way because it's all happening simultaneously. So it's going to be a little bit more of an exfoliation more than what you normally get with a scrub. Right?
Now, how fast or how slow should we go?
You can go as fast as this. I wouldn't go faster than this because you're just going to want to go slow and methodical, and you don't need to press. So everybody has questions on this. The machine does the work for you. It sounds a certain way, and once it hits the skin, it'll sound louder. That way you know that you've connected that vacuum to the skin appropriately.
Okay.
It gets a little bit louder, but it doesn't hurt at all. You see it turns a little pink. That is blood flow to the surface of the skin. That's actually a good thing. That's what happens. That's supposed to happen. And the fairer skin you are going to see that. If you have darker skin, you won't see the pink, right? But this can be used from the fairest of the fair skin to the darkest of the dark skin.
So how do I know when I'm ready to graduate from level 1 up to level 2, 3, or 4?
Great question. So I recommend starting on 1. You will feel some sort of resistance when it goes across your skin. When it starts gliding like butter very, very easily, you can go up to the next level. And you work your way up to level 4 if you want to. You don't have to.
All right, so am I always doing this on clean, dry skin?
Always clean, dry skin.
Okay.
And what I recommend is that you use a toner. If you have a toner, this is a great use for a toner. Is that a toner, you wash your face, you put the toner on, what that's going to do is get rid of all the oil. So the unit actually glides even better.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yes.
Okay, cool. And how many times a week did you say we can do this?
I would suggest 3 times a week. If you don't feel like doing it 3 times a week, you can do it once a week. It's not one of those things where you're going to say, oh, I got to pull this out and do it again, because it really only takes 5 or 10 minutes. Once you start using it, it'll be really fast. I use it, it's 5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, and I use it on my face and my neck and chest.
So if we have a skincare regimen going and we're just not seeing the results that we want to see, would this be a step that we can implement into the regimen that we already have, and then hopefully we start seeing better results from our skincare?
Yeah, that's actually the whole point.
Gotcha.
Because you can intertwine this with any skincare you're currently using, whether it's drugstore, whether it's professional, it does not matter. And it will not interact in a bad way with anything, because it's not a chemical exfoliant. If I was selling a skincare product with it that had a couple of acids in it, maybe something you're already using like a retinol may interact with that, and it may lead to an overexfoliation. But this is just going to get rid of surface cells. This is a light exfoliation. And the beauty of a light exfoliation is you can do it more often and you don't have any downtime.
Alrighty, so we just did the exfoliation, and now all those dead skin cells are in there, right?
Yes.
So we're gonna take this
Twist it off.
Twist it off.
That's how you take it off.
Okay, and then this is our filter.
That's right. That's what you're gonna change. You only need to change that every time you use it. So if you do your whole body, you just need to use one for your whole body.
Got it. And then I can just shake it out.
You don't need to shake it out. It's all in
Oh,
the
it's all
filter.
in the filter. Okay. I was waiting for it to be like, boom.
Look at Christina's.
I know. I don't want to show you.
You can show us. You can show us.
So all of,
Yeah.
it feels good, right?
Can we get close on? Sorry, Christina.
There you go. Look at that.
I'm embarrassed.
That
but
was,
Girl,
it feels so good.
welcome to
I
Beauty
didn't-
IQ.
I know.
We all get embarrassed at some point.
But I didn't know it was going to feel so smooth, and that I had that much stuff to get rid of.
so it's smooth immediately. That's your top layer is now inside of the machine. It's not on your face. So now your products are going to work better. You're going to use less of them, right? And you're going to use less makeup. The makeup's going to go on better.
Oh, okay. And then it comes with a whole bunch of these.
You get 50 filters.
Oh, 50. Oh,
yeah.
great. Okay.
So if,
perfect.
if you're using it 3 times a week, that's 4 months supply.
Oh, nice. And can we just buy filters if we need to?
Yeah, they're
later?
going to be on QVC.com. They're going to be a pack of 200.
Oh,
for about
fantastic.
20 bucks. That's
Oh,
like a
great.
whole
Okay.
over a year.
So here's your filter. So we never want to just wash this bad boy and put it back in, right? Just toss it?
Just toss it.
Just toss it. Okay, so here's your filters that comes with it. Here's the 2 tips. I was just wondering, how can we tell the difference between which one is the one for sensitive skin and which one is the one for the...
So the one with the feather
Okay, this one?
is considered the sensitive. The lighter one, it's
Okay.
like a finer grit.
Yep. And then this one over here would be once we really get the hang of it.
Right, exactly. Or if you wanted to do the finer one for your face only,
Okay.
and then the coarser one for your body
So
only.
there's that feather. It's on the outside here. So then when we're ready to go, we take our little filter, we just pop it in like so. I'm gonna go for the big one because I go big or go home. And then I'm gonna turn. There we go. It's on, or it's in place. Okay. And then one thing I wanted to point out is when you turn on the on button,
Yeah.
you gotta hold it for like a couple seconds.
Push in
So
for 2 seconds.
1, 2, there you go. You'll see it light up.
Right.
So don't just go bink and expect it to come on, all right? So now I'm at level 1 right here, okay? I push it again for level 2, 3, and 4. And now what's happening with those levels? Is it the suction that's changing?
The intensity of the suction is changing. That's the only difference. So it gets a little bit greater speed each time.
Thank you. Sorry, we were.
That's okay.
we were talking about my nails. Well, if I can be very honest, Mike was just asking me what's on my nails. I put little jewels on them because I had to cut them really short, and so I thought some sparkle would make it pretty. But I actually thought I was going to be painting them in the next hour, but we're not. So there. See, just a little jewelry. Just a
Little
jewelry.
bling, right?
That's all right. Okay, so let's like do a scenario here. Someone was generous and gifted this to me. They used 3 monthly payments and they got it home for $26.33, which is an incredible value, especially considering how much it costs going out to a clinic. I get this box. It's under the tree. I open it. What's the first thing I do?
The first thing you're probably going to want to do is open the instruction booklet,
Okay.
read about it and everything. So it gives you all the explanation in there on how to use it. There's a little diagram of the face. It tells you like where to go, directionality.